Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy T Doubles Blazing the Sports. Yes, of course, I am back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers that work. Man, what's going on with a big dog? Talk to your boy T. Holla at me. Guys, listen, man, you know what? I want to do a little boxing talk. I don't get many nights like this where your boy T Dub is kid free. Listen, man, I am kid free. I'm at the crib, but you know what, man? I gotta talk this boxing. Um, some of you guys know that I'm in a transition to moving, so I don't have my internet here yet. Should be here Saturday. But man, you know what? I got this phone. I'm gonna go ahead and get it on all the way in. Let's go ahead and get it for the one more again. Guys, we gotta talk boxing, man. And I gotta talk about a guy who has created a lot of controversy on this channel. I gotta talk about a guy that drew the line with T Dub and Bob. I gotta talk about a guy that drew the line between T Dub and Real Talk. I want to know right now, Real Talk. I hope you can hear me. I hope you're listening. I want to talk about Terence Crawford just a little bit. There he is. That's my boy. Let's talk about it. That's my boy coming in. Spoke him up. I spoke him up. So check this out, Real Talk, man. I just decided to go live out the blue. So I did a short earlier, and let's just go through the short. Let's do a short right now, right, without the pictures. A month ago, it surfaced that Terence Crawford had a meeting with Oscar De La Hoya, and it came out that, so quote unquote, they was trying to make 3-fight deal with him fighting Alexis Rocha first, then maybe Virgil Ortiz second, then somewhere over the Reading Rainbow fight Earl Spence Jr. Guess what? They talked about that a month ago. 1 month later, for us right now, just a little bit ago, the WBO has ordered Terence Crawford to fight Alexis Rocha, who Golden Boy was trying to pin him against in the first place. Now, some people might say, oh, it's random. The WBO just doing it. Some people are going to say, wait a minute, bro. He's the super champion. He's the champion. It's not even time for them to even call the mandatory yet. If it's not time to call the mandatory yet, then the fighter or the promotional company for the fighter most likely had to request it from the WBO to fight the next mandatory. No, that's just now that right there. What I'm saying is speculation. That is speculation. But could it be true? So the WBO comes out and says, we hereby WBO, we order that Terence Bud Crawford fight Alexis Rocha, who nobody asked for. Listen, I'm being honest, man. I'm not knocking Alexis Rocha, but to be honest, in the grand scheme of things, he's just another one of them guys that fall in line like Rocky Fielding, Mean Machine, Dave Evanesian. He just falls in line with those guys. Now, he could turn out to be better, but as of now, he just falls in line with one of them guys, the same guy that got beat by Speedy Rosidi Ellis, right? Didn't he get beat by Speedy Rosidi Ellis? So, WBO now has given Terence Crawford 20 days to work out a deal with Alexis Rocha, who is, I believe, signed with Golden Boy, to make the fight work it out, or it's going to go to purse bid. Listen, guys, I'm gonna go on the record with this one. I'm gonna go on the record, right? Some people don't even know what records even come from. I'm gonna go on the record. For many, many years, T Dub has had Terence Crawford favored to beat Earl Spence Jr. by 51%. 51%! Now, I really believe that Earl Spence Jr. wants this fight more than Terence Crawford. I don't want to hear about Terence Crawford that's already got it at 140, so he don't need it at 147. He can play keep away all he want. Earl Spence the one that really needs it. He don't need it. Nanny boo boo. Guy, listen, I'm switching, man. I'm switching. For a fight that may never happen, I'm switching. Because it appears that Earl Spence wants this more. I mean, when I say wanted more, I'm talking about like a guy eating a Popeye's biscuit and he want a drink. And if you ever ate a Popeye's biscuit, you damn sure want to drink with it. I think Earl Spence wanted more. And because he wanted more, and Terence Crawford has shown that he wanted at least, what Real Talk say? Even if it's true, it be the simplest way to get a fight without worrying about who wants to work with him. Look, man, listen, Real Talk. Because I know your boxing mind and knowledge, and even if we disagree, I know that you know a lot about boxing. Real Talk. I think honestly, this is just another soft touch. And imagine if any of those guys at 140 pounds play keep away like he did with the belt. Because when he was at 140 pounds and became undisputed, they didn't do that to him. He got the opportunities. But out of nowhere, he moves to 147 and he playing keep away. Listen, guys, I still think Terence Crawford is a hell of a fighter. I still think he's one of the best fighters. But in my opinion, because he doesn't appear to really want to make this fight, and think about this. Out of his own mouth, he has said that the fight would never happen with him and Earl Spence Jr. He said it would never happen. He's not really looking forward to it. He doesn't care if it happens. He needs me. I don't need him. Listen, I'm being honest. How can you have a guy operating at 147 when people want to see the best at 147 and he's okay with never fighting this guy to be the best? He's okay with it. Maybe I'm wrong, man. They did it with him first. Look, man. Terence Crawford is what is he, 35, 36 years old? So I got to ask you this, Real Talk. At this point in his career, right? At this point in his career, with him continually fighting guys like David Evanesian, fighting guys like Alexis Rocha, which, be honest, you might not even heard of Alexis Rocha until I just said his name, right? You might even hear this guy. I don't see him staying at that pound for pound list, man. I mean, not because of his talent, because I think Terence Crawford is a hell of a talented fighter. But for some reason, he doesn't want to make this fight. He went off, made a quick $10 million. We seen BLK Prime, and I could be wrong, but we seen BLK Prime jump fast into the boxing scene. And after that fight with Terence Crawford, man, listen, I don't think, from what I heard, the fight didn't do too well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, here's my thing, right? So, Golden Boy, in my opinion, they don't have that many good welterweights outside of Virgil Ortiz. Remember, he doesn't have a belt. They don't have many good welterweights. The PBC has a lot of welterweights. Now, Terence Crawford, in my opinion, he could have burnt bridges with the PBC because he said he agreed to everything. He kept asking for the most strangest stuff in the world, and whatever he asked for, they found a way to provide. He said he agreed to everything, but then he went on to not take the fight and sign with BOK Prime. So that could have left a very bad taste with PBC and Al Heyman, to where they may or may not want to work with him again. I don't got no inside tips, so I don't know. So that bridge right there, let's say it's not burnt, but somebody damn sure threw a match on it. I ain't saying it's burnt, but somebody damn sure threw a match on it, right? Then, before that, Eddie Hearn with Matchroom a long time ago was like, listen, I'm not going to sign him. And even after that, it doesn't look like Eddie Hearn still don't want to sign Terence Crawford. So he definitely hurt relationships with the PBC. The Zone never did really want him. He left Top Rank. So are you saying that the only viable option for him is no? Are you saying the only viable option is that he work with Oscar De La Hoya, who a lot of black fighters said they was not getting the best treatment? So he like, shit, I guess I'm gonna be like a Highlander. I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna be the one that they treat right. Speedy Vasily Ellis was with Golden Boy. They end up shuffling him. Again, man, I'm just trying to find out. He said, okay, that's the first. I'm just trying to find out, man. I'm trying to find out. Right now, as it stands, it's not looking good for Terence Crawford. If the fans did not buy David Evanesian and Terence Crawford on Black Prime, I do not see the fans showing up for David and Alexis Rocha. And if it goes to a purse bid, whoever bids on the fight, the winning bid, will win. And remember, guys, sometimes these winning bids can be low. If Black Prime doesn't bid on it, PBC doesn't bid on it, Top Rank doesn't bid on it, and if Golden Boy, who only has an interest in it, bids on it, they can win with a bid. And do you guys remember when Demetrius Andrade, he was scheduled to fight somebody? It went to a purse bid, and I think the purse bid was like 100,000. It was something low. It was so low that Demetrius Andrade said, "I'm not going to do it." But remember, at that time, he didn't already gave his belt at 160. So when he said he didn't do it, he didn't lose anything. If Terence Crawford goes to a purse bid and he decides not to do it, he loses his title. So if Golden Boy is the only one bid, and let's say they bid $500,000, he gets what's the percentages? Like 80-20, something like that. Guys, man, I hope that even though they order this fight, I hope, pray to little baby Jesus, to Moses who parted the Red Sea, to the three wise men. I hope that him and Earl Spence is trying to lock something in before then. Because if they do, that's when the real fun starts. That's when the real party kick off. That's when the real disco lights come out. Because all of these Terence Crawford fans, all of these Earl Spence fans, oh, everybody get to come to the dance then. Everybody come to the dance. Then, do you know how much smack talking gonna be talked if they make this fight happen? Do you know how much when I go live, real talk is gonna be calling in, said I got Terence Crawford? Listen, I want it, man. I want it. I want it bad. I want it. See, I'm a boxing fan. I'm a boxing fan. That means I want to see the fights that make sense. In every sport, the best gotta face the best. If you some kind of way you don't line up in the season, you're gonna meet in the playoffs, or you're gonna meet in the main event, the Super Bowl or the championship. You're gonna meet up. Boxing is the only sport where the best don't have to meet up with each other. Where you get the best like Terence Crawford, and he don't meet up with an Usyk or Earl Spence or a Keith Thurman. Nope. He fight Davis and Mean Machines, Alexis Rocha, fight those people. And then there's people that they're fans of his, and they come to a point to where they don't want to see him in a tough fight. You know what's crazy? What's crazy is some of the same people that thought Deontay Wilder was getting done wrong when Anthony Joshua was talking about he don't need Wilder, and he was fighting everybody in the world until he lost his belt. And those people was mad because they was Wilder fans and they was calling Joshua a coward. But now you have Terence Crawford doing the exact same thing. He's doing the exact same thing. Do you think it's coincidence that he talked to Ox De La Hoya and Golden Boy wanted his first fight to be against Alexis Rocha, and then 1 month later the WBO orders Alexis Rocha, in about 3 months before people typically think the mandatory would have even been offered? You think that's coincidence? See, as a boxing fan, I'm upset. As a boxing fan, I'm upset. I don't get many nights. Listen, guys, I got kids. I got 2 boys. I don't get many nights to where I'm at the house alone. Do you know what? Guys, listen, I ain't been in the house alone by myself for so long. I'm scared. I'm like, man, I don't want to go in the basement. I'm like, man, I'm scared. I'm like, I ain't been in the house alone by myself in a long time. But this is the time I should be happy, right? I got Rocky Road ice cream in the refrigerator, ice cream cones. But I'm up here as a boxing fan, like, man, here we go. But you know what? All right, we got some good. Hold on. Let me see. Tell your man to do more than make the fight. I'll submit that he okay with it. They are both great. I actually have a 50-50 when it comes to them meeting at 147. Now, real talk, I had it. I'm talking about all the way up until today. I had it 51-49. Maybe 50.5 to 49.5 in favor of Terence Crawford. And I didn't have a dog. Listen, I didn't have a dog in a race. I still don't got a dog in a race. But I'm just saying, man, that right now, the way it's looked like it's been moving, and Earl Spence might be at the point to where he's like, man, forget it. If Earl Spence probably knows that if he fights Alexis Rocha, think about this, guys. Earl Spence has, in my opinion, he has been forced or either willingly running the gauntlet, facing top competition from Danny to Sean to Ugas. He's facing top competition to probably Keith Thurman next. And then we got Terence Crawford, mean machine. He facing somebody in Longest Jordan, man. Look, man, I'm going to keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 1-0. No matter what I say about Terence Crawford, these guys fight. It'll be a hell of a fight. But what makes me sad, real talk, is that we may never see it. And what makes me depressed is that there are people out there that are okay with never seeing it. They want it to never happen because they don't want to see their fighter take a loss. See, I don't have a dog in this race. See, even though it might sound like I'm siding with Earl going against Terence, when these guys fight, I don't have a dog in the race. If Earl wins, he wins. If Terence Crawford wins, he wins. I don't have a dog. I'm not an Earl Spence maniac. I'm not a Terence Crawford maniac. But I want to see the goddamn fight. They got two different styles. Both styles are effective. Hell, I want to see how they match up then. See, this, and I hope this ain't the plan. This ain't gonna work out like no Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. It's not gonna do that. See, Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, when that happened, even though everybody blames Floyd Mayweather because he's black, I'm gonna be honest, because he's black. Even though a lot of the reason or half of the reason the fight didn't happen with Manny Pacquiao, everybody blames Floyd. Right? Am I lying? So I'm thinking about when you hear about it, man, because of Floyd, listen, I'm going to be honest. You may agree or disagree, but I'm going to be straight up honest. What happened between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, that wasn't on purpose. They didn't know it was going to be a bigger fight 6 years later. It just worked out it was bigger. And because it worked out it was bigger, people are just trying to force it to work out like that. But the reason it worked out like that is because Pacquiao took losses. At first, Floyd Mayweather wanted Olympic-style drug testing. Pacquiao said no, delay. Next time around, maybe it was on Floyd Mayweather. Next time around, Pacquiao loses, maybe get knocked out by Juan Manuel Marquez. Then he had to get back on a winning track because you can't make a beneficial fight on a losing track. Then he loses to Tim Bradley. Then he had to get back on a winning track again and then get a rematch against Tim Bradley. And then when they're both on winning terms, the fight happened. But a key factor in that is most people hated Floyd Mayweather. Most people love Manny Pacquiao because they felt that his style could beat beat Floyd Mayweather. That's not the same with Earl Spence and Terence Crawford. People don't just love Terence Crawford like that. You know, like think about this. Back in those times, you didn't see many videos bad mouthing Manny Pacquiao. You didn't see it. There's 1,000 bad mouthing Floyd, but not many Manny Pacquiao. But if you catch videos today, God, it's not going to be like that. I'm telling you right now. If they ever meet up this year or 2 or 3 years from now, it's not going to sell on that level. We were still watching as boxing fans, but it's not going to sell on the level. And I don't even think half the level of a Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. The fans now are actually getting fed up with it. But you know, man, I want to talk this boxing, man. I'm trying to give you this word. I'm trying to smash that like button. We're on the grind. We're on the grind to 10K. You know, they've been working your boy like a runaway slave. We're on that grind. I man. I gotta at least get these shorts. I gotta get these shorts out there. And this live was so random. I was just realized I have nobody here. Man, I gotta do this video. I gotta go live like Channel 5. I gotta give it to him like breaking news. And this Terence Crawford and Alexis Rocha, man, this is hotter than fish grease. Only thing missing is the batter. We can fry it up. But if this fight happens next, Alexis Rocha, in many eyes, This is a soft touch for Terence Crawford. This is a fight for Terence Crawford, who is coming off a soft touch to have another soft touch. The only difference is between this fight and the last fight is probably going to be a lot less money by millions. By millions. And the millions. It's going to be a lot less. If they smart, don't throw this on pay-per-view. You better put this straight on the zone as regular. Because remember, this, guys, I don't know if you know it, but the zone went up. They went up. So from now on, like if you want to watch the pay-per-view with the zone, you got to pay their regular price plus pay-per-view or something crazy. He said, I want to fight as much as you. I just don't agree with you on how the negotiation played out on what Crawford should take or what he's worth. I mean, just being honest, none of us know exactly what he was offered. We just know at one point it was no upfront and it was a straight percentage. Where there was no upfront for him, there was no upfront for Earl, and it was a percentage split between both of them, where Earl Spence was going to get the higher upside because at welterweight, he is the A side. Remember, this is the guy that thought Terence Crawford would win if they ever fought. But if I had to really assign an A side, it would be Earl Spence Jr. He sells more on pay-per-view, and he's fought the better competition at welterweight. You cannot dispute that. You cannot dispute that. He fought the best. If you look back at competition that Terence Crawford fought at 147 versus Earl Spence fought at 147, there is no competition. Earl Spence actually did what he said. I'm going to clear out my side, and I'm going to come for that belt you got. I'm coming for that. He cleared out his side. Think about this. He had a major accident. He had something broke with his eye, and he said, listen, I don't believe in soft touches. I want the big fights. And fought Danny Garcia. I want big fights. Fought Ugas, who beat Manny Pacquiao, who many people thought that he beat Sean Porter. He fought the competition in the WBO, who has Virgil Ortiz over their rank, Keith Thurman, Ugas, and many other good fighters ranked. And their top dog is Alexis Rocha. I'm not trying to say that it was planned. I'm not trying to say that it was not a coincidence. Man, sometimes when a duck quacks, sometimes you gotta call a duck a duck. But guys, it's your boy TW Blazing Sport, man. This has just been a rant. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this brought a little entertainment to your night. Cause listen, man, that sure did for me, man. I came out just straight freestyling with it. I'm about to go eat me some of this Rocky Road ice cream that I do not need. That if Bob was here, if my brother was here, like T-Dub, man, put it down. You don't need it. You know what I'm saying? You trying to lose weight, feel great. But I don't got nobody here, man. I got nobody here to stop me. Shit. I'm about to eat that ice cream. Thank you, guys. Subscribe, smash the like, hit the like button. Shout out to Real Talk, guys. Real Talk, the reason I love him in the channel, man, because he does not always agree with me. A lot of times he disagree. And when we can bounce these ideas off each other, man, you know, because we disagree on the Terence Crawford and Earl Spence, to me, that's when you guys win. Because if nobody disagrees with me, then I only can think of what I can think of that fits whatever I want to say. But when you challenge me, when you want to play I declare war, I'm going to give you the best. It's going to make me think outside the box. I'm going to be unorthodox. And that's when the people win. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Your boy T-Dub. Smash the like button. What's blazing in sports? I am back at it like a crack at it. Giving you boxing geekers that work. Shout out to my members. Don't be afraid to become a member. Support the channel. Support the channel. Help it grow. And I'm out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Because Wilder would have taken less. AJ just didn't want the fight. Yeah, Wilder would. Listen. I think you're making one point. Wilder would have took less. He accepted less. And AJ still didn't fight. Well, in this case, Earl Spence Jr. would be the A side like Joshua. And Terence Crawford would be in the position of Deontay Wilder. Joshua had multiple titles. AJ has multiple titles. Wilder had one. Crawford has one. The difference is Deontay Wilder offered Joshua $50 million upfront plus back end money. Joshua says, "How about a flat $12 million? How about a flat $15 million for you, and we get all the upside?" Wilder, like, you know what? It's not fair. But I want to kick your ass all across this grass. All right, I'll do it. And the next thing you know, I don't remember if it was the WBO or WA. As soon as Wilder said I'd do it, but let's just look at a couple of these things. They ordered him, I believe, to fight Joseph Parker, one of them. Terence Crawford accepted verbally, but he never signed the contract. Wilder didn't pull out a negotiation to fight somebody else. Terence Crawford did. In my opinion, I don't think Terence Crawford is helping him his career because he made that move with Black Prime. Because the zone, Eddie Hearn really don't want to mess with him. And we don't know how damage he did to the PBC. The only option he has before he burned no bridges is with Golden Boy or going back to Top Rank to try to fight Josh Taylor. Well, guys, it's your boy T-Dub. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm out.